and then we'll see which time the stream actually starts at. Hello everyone, welcome. Hi Fly Spotter, g'day mate. Hope you're doing well. Lena, hello. I will do my best for cabin announcements. Paul, g'day mate, good job being second. QJet was first, I don't think is still here though. It's got to get in quick. And yes, MIDI, hello. I doubt you're here as well, because when is MIDI actually ever here on time? If we're being real. Let me just promote my streams in other people's servers. Self-promotion. Boop. Jacob's Aviation NZ, hello, welcome. Good evening. I am currently in a bit of a different angle, because you can see the airport's down there. I am, oh, there we go, spinning around, on top of Mount Ainslie in Canberra. So there definitely shouldn't be trees here, but yeah. Well, if you've watched many of my streams, you'll see in higher quality than this. What do I have? I have a C-17 and an F-35 video from up here, where they'll come from this angle down over the top Parliament House, Anzac Parade, and up. Now, can we actually see the aircraft? No, because it's not this one. Tell you that much. Oh, quick little cheat. Boom, we're there. Wow, surprise. So we've got ground power, aircon. Don't really think we need that much else. Now, center is still Will Chewy. So that's good. I'm flying out on a Qantas 787 in the Yam Dreaming livery from London Heathrow to Sydney. Nice. It needs people walking up the stairs to be more realistic, yeah. And I mean, the Canberra Airport terminal is anything but realistic. Like, this is just a little covered walkway. This is not a two-story part of the terminal. That is. This isn't. But anyway, let's jump inside. QJet 1506. Canberra to Sydney. Fuel is going to be 44.70. So not too much fuel. Payload, we will have 109, so nearly full. 8 and 101 down the back, meaning we have 3 spare seats according to this. Cargo, we will have 1,500 up the front and 1,600 down the back, giving us a zero fuel weight of 49.7 tons and a center of gravity of 22.7%. This is a nice mod. Coming for that. Is it a 737 or 733? It's a 736. Smaller than a 733, I think. This is the smallest NG variant, smaller than the 700. Hello FaZe, good to see you. That we will get the no, we're not going to deep plane. Well, I wanted to load them, not unload them, but okay, sure. And the cargo's already on. Oh well. I was planning on doing the whole load and unload sequence, but I guess we can save that for another time. We have ground power on already. I might turn up my lights a little, get our IRSs set. We'll be cruising to Sydney at flight level 190. I'll save my AP for now. So position YSCB, gate 15. Chuck that in there. You're playing GTA 5? Nice. Route Canberra to Sydney. Runway 35 is in use, and VPilot for some reason is not open. It's a little strange. Anyway, just have to reopen all my windows again. We'll connect up QJet 1506 type Boeing 736. Should I have SellCal? Yes. Alright, Sydney, Canberra to Sydney, alternate is back to Canberra. Departure time will be 0800, time on route 0 hours, 35 minutes, fuel available, it's 1 hour 35, cruise speed 380, cruise altitude 190, CULIN 1 for runway 35, CULIN, Yankee 59er, RIVET 3434 left. I've got a female player in GTA 5. Yes, so do I.
Canberra traffic, Lima Echo Papa, rolling runway 30, departure to the northeast. Canberra traffic.
Oh, that guy arrived just after me before. I've been doing a few shuttles because I'm trying to get back up to number 1 on yeah, oh, never mind. ATC just got off. Sick. We do love that. Okay, so departures down here. CULIN 135 route. Yankee 59 up there to RIVET. Arrival ILS 34 left, RIVET 3, route activate execute. Cost index 35, reserves 2.5, zero fuel weight was 49.7. 190. And the crew, the winds are 274 at 41. Nope, 274 at 41. Execute index, takeoff, flaps 5, V1, V rotate V2, V2 plus 10, 10,000, heading will be 353, so 348 is runway heading, 353 is departure heading. SOP A2, how's it going? Okay, start up our APU. And we still have 25 minutes for departure. Alright, time to have some dinner. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I've seen you in the call all day. I felt kind of bad by not joining. So, what's everyone's plans for dinner today? I had spaghetti, you? I have a palmy and thick cut chips. Rice with meat and veggies, nice. Yeah, every time I play my game on Roblox, the ATC just logs off. Yeah. Jacob, KFC. Were you out spotting then, if you were going to get KFC, or just got it because why not? Chicken and potato wedges. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's retract the air stairs. Okay, for some reason there are normal stairs there as well. Don't think that was supposed to be there. Anyway, we can release ground power and the air conditioning. Doors are all closed. Just got it because you haven't had it in a while. Oh, nice. Okay. Overhead panels looking good. Let's go check out the cabin. I don't think I've been in the back of the 600 cabin. And just like that, the camera's back. And I need to slow it down. Alright, so you've got your galley. 8 business class seats. They look pretty good. They have remotes. So I assume the screen would come out of the armrest. Because these guys have big old screens behind them. These guys only have 2 screens for 3 seats. That's a bit unlucky. And then, yep. Nice small stuff. AOPA pilot magazine. Oh, then we get to the aft galley and the lav, which apparently has a window, but isn't modeled. Man. sky interior? Yes, it is. The sky interior is so much better than the old one. Wait, can I still click stuff? No, okay. And it looks... And it almost looks like the newer 738 cabins, yeah. I think that's just the default PMDG one though, which is good. Good that it's not, I guess, old, because the old ones just feel really uncomfortable. It reminds me when me and my family flew to Germany, sometime the seats we had did not line up with the screens. It was kind of annoying. Were you in like a bulkhead or something, Jacob? What, did you go take high fly spotter? Because I just don't want to eat my dinner like with my mic on. It's kind of awkward. Guess I may as well just keep doing... Oh, you did. Okay. Keep giving a bit of a tour. That would make sense because it was towards the back of the aircraft. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it could have also been narrowing. This is the QantasLink hangar. They service the 717s here, and you can sometimes also see -8s in there. This is the car park for the people that work in these offices and the in there. You've got bay 15, 14. It's not on that much of an angle, but 13, 12, 11. Now I'll go back to showcase and bump up the speed again. Alright, so 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, then get around here, 9 is right in the middle. So the building's like symmetrical, so 9 is right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 is the last one with the jet bridge, which would be here. And then 3, 2, and 1 all out there. And most of these ones have an Alpha and a Bravo. There's 4 for Alpha, 4 Bravo. Then there's the GA. Yay, Taxiway Bravo is here. I love this. So what used to happen if you were landing runway 35, if you didn't make it off by Delta, which is this crossing taxiway here, you would have to go all the way up, turn off, come back down Alpha, if you're in a narrow enough aircraft, because you can see it's quite a narrow taxiway. Then you'd have to hold here for arriving and departing aircraft, and then cross over, and then go down via Bravo. But now, you just turn left and go down via Bravo. You don't have to wait for arriving aircraft. And we have the Fairburn apron. The control tower is not this big. You've got some hangars. A lot of the parking is left to right here, so east to west, not north south like it's shown. And one of these spots is the only spot Canberra can hold an A380 at. Then you get to here, this is the RAF hangar there, although it's bigger than that, which can hold 2 737-700 BBJs and 3 Falcon 7Xs. So it can hold 5 jets, this hangar. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 spots. and so there's a bit of a famous photo. There's a few. One of them is an Emirates A340-500 there with a 707 taking off. And another is the German Air Force A350. Behind that is a Herc, and behind that is one of the A319s, I believe. The Snowbird A319s. Okay. Anyway, we have our APU on. Let's start getting ready for pushback. Okay. Parking brake is set. We'll see if the pre-plan works. If this works, we'll be all hunky-dory. Please work. No. Alright, let's give it another try. Pre-plan. Back out. And all the way out. Request. No, cool, cancel. Alright, we're doing it ourselves, everyone. Canberra traffic, Qantas 1506 is at Bait 15. We're going to be pushing back onto Bravo facing south, Canberra. Alrighty. Release the parking brake. Oh, right, we've got to do manual. Come on. Oh, it's being a pain. Come on. Okay, it wants parking brake set. Manual pushback. Backflip. Not yet, Paul. Not yet. Alright. Our alternate option. Pushback. Standard L, turn nose right 90 degrees. Oh, tail. No, stop. 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 Tail right. Aviation with Elliot, hello. Good to see you, mate. Have you been flying since, I don't know, the other day when we were in Copenhagen? So the brakes are released. Right. Can we go? What on earth are you doing? No, stop it. That is... Oh, and here we go. Cool. Alright, parking brake. None. We are just going to start up our engines and taxi out. Yeah, I've done lots of Heathrow ops recently. Might fly more on X-Plane 12, but not sure. Yeah, nice. So do you have... are you mainly X-Plane, or do you also have MSFS? Okay. Oh, and now both my mods turn up at the same time. Hello, Smug Goji, aka Avgeek. How are you going? No, you've been here for a bit. We haven't said anything. Alright. Engine 2, fuel. Busy doing other stuff, I think. Look at this guy, he doesn't even know what he's doing. Mainly MSFS. I've made cinematic for developers and streams, so yeah, definitely more MSFS at the moment. Nice. So what sort of stuff have you done? Engine 1. We're not at the point where I need to come here in here, it's fine. Yeah, no, but you're having a go at oh no, don't worry. I'm confusing my own stories now. Anyway, point is, we're flying Canberra to Sydney. Alright, oops. Fuel in. We'll set flaps. Have you seen Simulations Pristina? I don't think so. I'm having a go at Smug for being smug and not Avgeek. Yeah, but it's differentiation between Avgeek and that Avgeek. Because that Avgeek already does content. And if you also have Avgeek and that Avgeek, well, that doesn't work. RD presets Naples? Also no. Okay, I think this is also a region-based thing. Because I'm not often flying in Europe, so I haven't really looked at a lot of European add-ons. Right, engine 2 packs, ISO valve, APU bleed, APU start off. Canberra traffic, QJet 1506 is taxiing runway 35 via Bay 15 and Mike, Canberra. Coffs Harbour. Right, I have probably seen a cinematic for it if you can give me which developer it is. Because I have definitely looked at Coffs before. I didn't do the official one though. Impulse Simulations. Yes. I would have seen it then. And I also have the Impulse Simulations Bankstown for Sydney. What's your fave airport? Canberra. Except there's no DLC for it. So it is very painful looking at generic buildings in the wrong spots. What about you? I'm guessing Heathrow? School was rough. My classmates were being jerks, calling me names. Even the snobs on the other section were doing the same thing. Oh, it's not okay. Isn't Impulse making it? I believe so, yeah. I think his name's Josh, I think. G'day all. I thought I heard you on VATSIM earlier. Yeah. Where were you flying, Benny? Because I was just doing Canberra, Sydney, Sydney, Canberra before. Not sure. Yeah, Josh. Yeah. Impulse Tokyo. Benny. I'm Sydney QR 400. Ah, nice. Wait, so did you hear me say, were you on frequency when I said climb via the star, not the SID? Because that was really embarrassing. I didn't even realize it, and then Will corrected me, and then old mate was like, oh, how do you climb via the star? I was like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Canberra traffic, QJet 1506 is lining up runway 35 at Mike, Canberra. Is the 737-900 still in production? I don't think so. What's better, X-plane or MFS? It depends on what you want. If you want realistic, go X-plane. If you want something that looks nice, MSFS. What time is it for me? It is 6:25 PM in Adelaide and 6:55 in Canberra, where we are currently. Canberra traffic, QJet 1506 is rolling runway 35, CULIN 1 departure, Canberra. 8:55 AM for me. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of that. Well, not really, because you're up early, but like, my sleep schedule fits better with your days than my own. But Ty got his adapter piece today. Adapter for what? It's different times, yeah, different time zones, because Australia is that big, and yeah, it's weird. Alright. Rotate, getting pushed into the wind. Alright, go gear up. Past the end of the runway, right heading 353. Level out to gain a bit more speed, flaps up. I didn't turn my flight directors and autopilot on. Whoops. Canberra to Tokyo, no, I shall stop recommending long flights. I learned, have you seen X-Plane's official videos with Austin? They're really nice. I learned a lot about aircraft with it. No, I haven't seen them, actually. But if you said they're good for learning, I might check them out. Canberra traffic, QJet 1506, passing 4,500 on climb flight level 190. Yeah, no, we ignore what I do wrong. It is just a part of my streams that something's going to go wrong inevitably. And way later than that, because I don't actually follow the correct flows, because, yes. Alright, after takeoff, flaps up, gear is up and off. Packs are on auto. Your damp. Whoop. And after takeoffs is complete. Use a checklist. Yeah, but that's not as fun as forgetting to do stuff. Yeah, and as Benny says, it makes it interesting. If you're not on VATSIM, fair enough, you don't want to be having issues, which with you on VATSIM. Yeah, but I am on VATSIM. That's just center got off as I started flying again. Alright, we're coming up on Vicky, past 10,000. Standards, landing lights come off, seatbelt signs come off. And we're going to have another case of, well, if center was on, would be cleared for descent, like cleared for our start before we got to top of descent. Using a checklist makes flying feel more like a chore than something you do for fun. Yo, Mitty, you don't even fly anymore. When was the last time you actually flew a plane? Because I've probably been in one more recently than you. Depends what you want to achieve by flying. For me, I try to get as real ops as possible, so checklist, briefing flows, etc. Yeah, I wanted to do that, except I just didn't know where to look for them, and at first, yeah, I especially didn't want to pay for things, and then now I've got Navigraph charts that I have on my iPad. Yeah, I'm more okay with it, but I've gotten in the habit of just like doing my little mini flow as opposed to following SOPs. I had to go around at Perth once because some stupid pilot didn't move the plane off the runway. I was like, bro, just move, I'm going to report you. Well, that's a certified CULIN moment. Those of you that have been around for a while will know what I'm talking about. Someone spawned in during an event at like a Jack. Certified flying tight circuits with me on final. I see that you're flying to the Sunshine Coast again. How's that going? I watched a go around at Perth. It was a 717 which passed minimums. Ah, okay. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, Jack, I'm trying to get top spot for Canberra for the month. Which is why I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go Sydney to Canberra. And back. Or Canberra to Sydney. Back. I guess that makes more sense, but yeah. Remember last month I got higher than you? That's because I spent the last 2 weeks of the month in Canberra, not in Adelaide. I want the fly-by-wire 380 and 757 so bad, yeah. 380 is going to be a lot of fun. I'll be like the only person flying into Canberra with it. Also a cheeky 400 knots ground speed at flight level 190. Not too shabby. I like both. I like both, but for me, screw the 757. I want the 380. 380 would be interesting, yeah. And then you guys get to watch Fizz learn how to do it all over again. I've been in a real A380 cockpit before, and the co-pilot showed me around it at Vancouver. Oh, nice. So that would have been, oh, of course it would have been a British 380 then. Yeah, I've been on two. I've been on a QF 380 Melbourne to Singapore and Malaysian Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur. I fly the 350 and X-Plane 11. The cockpit is quite similar to the A380. Yeah. To make things worse, a girl on the other section kept calling me an aeroplane. Just drives me nuts. Yeah. I understand, Asia. It sucks. Oh, come on. No. And she doesn't like turning. Jack and Elliot, have either of you guys had an issue recently where the 737 just won't turn once you get up to altitude? Golf, X-Ray Lima, India there, and Echo Foxtrot back. Go to your MCP. Well, I've just disengaged autopilot because it wasn't doing it, but underneath heading, what's selected? 005, because I didn't line it up. Do I need to have this lined up now? The bigger wheel. No, it's all the way there. Oh, don't overshoot the other way, Fizz. Oh, my 0.1 miles off to the right now. 0.2. Alright. Will it bring itself back on? Angle. Yeah. Put the angle. Put bang to the middle. Okay. Angle is in the middle. No? It's there for stall protection. Leave it. Okay. Yeah, I can't with the gaming computer and my... Oh, can't wait for them. Oh, nice. While I was in the corridor, other students called me aeroplane. Yeah, but Angel, you need to remember that, you know, you enjoy doing something, and it's like something you love. People are assholes. People are going to find a way to be mean about it. It's not normally at 30, it's very soon. I think for Aussie subs, 30 is regular. What's the setting in the middle? Well, I would assume that's 20 degrees because that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the newest update because I just kind of blindly updated to it as opposed to actually thinking or looking at the patch notes. Yeah, newest update's hot garbage. Because look, you can also see that like I can't adjust the trim and it just dolphins up and down. So if I go external, you can see it just go like rocking up and down. And it's just been like that since the update. Alright, 1, 2, 0. I don't have the 736, I haven't flown the 700 for months. I only flown the 738, well, yeah. You cannot adjust trim with autopilot on, it'll disengage. Yeah, but Jack, I can't set it before my flight either. 737-100 flight. The plane was blown by gusty autopilot, held for a little while before the plane started rocking like a ship, yeah. Yeah, no, I've still been flying the 6, 7, and the 8. Okay. And still no ATC. Pretty good, got a free texture pack for the cockpit. It stands for $2 and it's marvellous. On VATSIM yesterday at Heathrow, people were calling each other some bad stuff. I'm guessing it's like, oh, what lad? You didn't have your tea this morning. You took off crooked, didn't you, lad? Actually, my mummy said I don't need tea in the mornings. Main negatives that brake to VT8 doesn't work. It's pretty complicated to accurately simulate though, but Fly-by-wire is implementing it to the 380. What ops do you do that aren't too long? Shut up. That's a typical English comment, or conversation, sorry. I wouldn't put what they said in your chat. Yeah, probably best not to. Chippers. Yes, this is probably one of the worst parts is on descent. Like, you can just look at the trim. I'm not touching anything, and it's just doing this. So how was the stream on Monday? What did we do? Yeah, that was good. Yeah, landing was firm. Didn't get off the taxiway I wanted to, but all around pretty good. 9,000. QNH Sydney is 099. Assign the trim key to a key or button. Yeah, I have, and it only lets me extend within 0.1. So it goes from like it was like 4.0 to 4.1 is all it would let me adjust. High fly? No, I have not. Was it like a big rainstorm or thunderstorm? Because we've been having a lot of very heavy rain in Australia recently. I've kind of dodged a lot of the bad stuff, but yeah. Victoria's flooded, Tassie's flooded, New South Wales is flooded. Just because others sit in the room play Fortnite whilst you're flying flight sim, don't let it get to you. Yeah. Exactly what Elliot said. Although I kind of do a bit of both. I'm not happy about it. Regional Vics cop the worst of it? Nah, New South Wales. Because they've gotten it, like, northern New South Wales, they've just been hit over and over and over again with storms and flooding. Alright. Below 10,000, landing lights, seatbelts, 7,000. Are we actually going to get below at Tammy? Come on. Slow down. New South Wales is not part of Australia. No, Tassie's not. Look, that is a good point. I do not bully Asia. I support Asia's flight simming decisions. Except the ones where he wants me to fly 18 hours in a 737. I don't support those decisions. More like WA, if anything. The most sectionistic state. Yeah. Now they hate those eastern states. So Elliot, do you have school or anything, or are you doing university? Flight training? I flew in there today on sim from Darwin. The weather was fine. Huh. Well, I mean, the storms in yeah, GCSE. I'm doing PPL as well. GCSE. I've got no clue what that is. I landed hard, didn't remember what the VS was at touchdown, but yeah, I taxied off casually. My man. Watching landings, then walking them off. Well, I know what the PPL is. Is that like ground school or something? 4,000. Big exams in high school. Oh, yeah. HSC, AST, VCE. Yeah. Alright, end of high school exams. Fair enough. GSC sounds better. I guess, yeah. Yeah. I think the one in the ACT, so Canberra we took off, is called the AST, which is literally just Australian scaling test. You're saying GSE. GCSE. My bad. GCSE. Sydney traffic, QJet 1506 is at 6,000, turning for a left downwind, runway 34 left at Dudok, Sydney. Oh god, the bots! Oh god. Honestly. Mitty and Smug. What do I pay him for? Really? Is there a good A330 for X-Plane? Is the default one good? Alright, actually, no, I want to go 060. No, Default has 737 FMC? Oh, hell no. Actually, yeah, the Aerosoft A330 should be coming to FS soon, I think. Crap. 335. 335. Oh, never mind, I still have them set. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Is it 1110 or 110? I forgot. Okay. 1101. Alright. Heading select. In 3000. Sydney traffic, QJet 1506 is turning left base runway 34 left, Sydney. Oh god. See. Am I able to hide user? One 101. All right, thank you. J hard sign. Okay, yeah, I've caught up with chat now. Cool. Captain Sim 777 as a 777 model cockpit. Yeah, no, it sucks. What does Vegemite taste like? It's salty. Salty, I guess yeasty. Kind of just tastes like Vegemite to most Aussies. Alright. No. 010. And approach mode. You know what, I'm gonna do a hate crime radio barrow. Jack, you're gonna hate me for this. No, also since the update it turns through the ILS now. I know. I don't know how to reset it though, without making it disappear. LNAV is terrible now, thank god I have not updated. Yeah. I would go back if I could. And, yep, cool. Cabin crew, no to be seated. Whee! Alright. Sydney traffic, QJet 1506 is established, ILS 34 left, Sydney. I always tend to land long in Sydney. Yeah, I think the Sydney puppies, or on the FlyTampa one, are okay. Melbourne and Canberra are both horrendous. Not Stuffy, I don't want to slow down. We're going to be dropping gear over the threshold. I got distracted. I also thought that I had already slowed down, so. It's my flaps 15, 201. Alright, cool. Gear down, flaps 15. Speed check. Sydney traffic, QJet 1506 is on a 5-mile final, runway 34 left, Sydney. No, bit more power. And now I've gone too slow. Because my speed brake was still out. Crashes VA737 IRL. I was distracted. I thought I was cruising. Yes, sir. We are definitely not established. Nah, Jack, I'm under 1,000 feet and I'm established. I'm landing. I am fast again, though. Under the glide path, nothing wrong. Established in your approach VRF +5 under normal circumstances. Sometimes the wind will change this. Gear down, flap set. Yeah. It's under my -200 average. It's not as good as my -76 that I did at like 4 in the morning when I met Elliot in Copenhagen. Sydney traffic, QJet 1506 is rolling out 34 left to Bravo 2, Sydney. Alright, bye guys, gotta have my blood test done, wish me luck. Alright, good luck, high fly. I hope you're all good, mate. Also, Jack, that's kind of why I normally keep my autopilot and auto throttle on to like 500 feet. So I don't have that excuse. Oh geez, look at our FPS. We've gone from like 50 in cruise to struggling at 20. Why'd you use full length? Because I'm going to the domestic one. Sydney traffic. QJet 1506 is taxiing Bravo 2 to the domestic 1B, Sydney. I see nothing wrong with that, Jack. Okay, you're just being pessimistic again. Just land in the touchdown zone on the other end of the runway. Honestly, I probably could have touched down at like 2.5. Not golf. Golf would have been pushing it, but I probably could have touched down there with like auto brakes too. And reverses and stopped. But hey, where's the fun in that? Jack, where'd you get minus 196? On my end, Valanda says minus 248. Alright, clear right. Yeah. Just your everyday fizz landing. Alright. Turn our taxi light off so we don't blind the ground crew. APU gen on. Yikes, flighter Sunny. Nah, I gotta get number 1 in Canberra. F-18, F-35 should fly over me tonight again for exercise. Black Phoenix. Where are we flying to now? Back down to Canberra. Alright, engines off. Turns out I turned my... I hate this. You have 8 more flights. Yeah, exactly. I got to get there. I'm also just going to skip through this again. Don't even have to do this. Domestic. 6. Anyway, routing. According to the ATIS... Okay, Jack, which runway would you use? The winds are 240 at 12. I'm just leaning for 16 right here. Just taxi to Bravo 2 and rock it out. Check the ATIS. Use 16 right? Alright, cool. Turn on KISS 1065. Ew, gross. By the way, you bought an SF50 today. Yeah, prove it. Send proof on Insta. Huh? Send proof. There's no way that if you actually did, there's no way you would have led with something else. That would have been the first thing you said. You would have been, oh my god, Fizz, I just bought a Vision Jet. Yeah, JK. Yeah. Oh my god, Jack, you baller. Make me a test pilot up airing or bow bus. is if I'm a test pilot, then you know that if I don't break the plane, it won't break. You know, they don't call them Ryanair for nothing. Nice double message odds flyer. Right, Ryanair destroy the bread. Yep. Runway 16. Right. Dina 7, 16 right, Wollongong. Okay, Jack. Why does it keep going to Wollongong November Bravo? Doesn't matter because I'm only going one, but let's also do the RNAV for runway 35. Gotta remember which one it is. I think it's the RNAV X-ray? Just change it after, yeah. I'm just looking. Why did I open? Bro, Navigraph really making me log in again. Avoid this place. Oh, here we go. Ozflyer back at it with the reviews. Shout out Navigraph for making me want to, or making me have to type in my login again. Yet there's no way for me to type it in on my iPad. Big brain. About to start just into Sunshine Coast. I tied to Whiskey RMP, Whiskey 3-1. Oh, yeah, wait, back off. It's mine. Don't take my stuff. Alright, time to use Shuttle Fox. ICAO, YSCB, load. Approach. Menzie. Blah, 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 blah. VOR. RNP or Whiskey, runway 35. Is it the Whiskey or X-ray or Yankee? Oh yes, Yankee's the fun one where you have a 2.8 mile final. Yeah, Mitty, you've missed it twice. I'm not sure if you're good. No, R&B Whiskey 3-1, you're going with Sunshine Coast. Oh no, but Yankee 3-5. RAZZI 7 Yankee. I'll fly to the Sunshine Coast after. Sim brief, my flight, load. Alright, cool, generate, yes. Quickly change to QJet 1509. Bada bing, bada boom. Alternate Canberra, departure time 0900. Flight time blah 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 blah. File. Play afraid to feel. No. What? Okay, fuel is 4682. Payload is 5 up front and 77 down back. Cargo is 1300 for both. So 46.90 fuel weight. Not that it matters, but 23% center of gravity. Alright, paperwork. Not quite done. Hold on. What's the longest? I think it's either that or there's some transatlantic ones that might be pushing it. Okay, reserves 2.5 0 fuel weight 46.7. Flight level 200. Else fly, we get it, you got money, or you're lying under the other. 274 at 42. Drag required, yeah, nah, whatever, mate. Takeoff, flaps 5. Look at this V rotate speed, 113. Alright. 134 is V2 plus 10. 5,000, and we'll flip our heading to 155. Boop. There we go. Won't worry about our courses. Alright, cool. Just pre-plan our pushback. Bay 6. Oh, you requested a code. Yeah. Pocket rocket. The longest in my agenda is a whopping 36-hour flight from Edinburgh to Perth in an IL-76. How do you configure it for a 36-hour flight, and are you flying east or west? Because that's a long way. Oh, bit too far, Fizz. Alright. Right, there's a tug right there. I meant to do pre, not manual. Oh, whoops, change. Right. To there. To here. Following along. Excuse me. Little tug. Why is there a vending machine? Good question. Sydney traffic, QJet 1509, is it domestic 1 base 6? We are going to be pushing back onto Bravo to facing west Sydney. No, center. And slow down, please. No. No. Center. Oh, bleeds. I'm smart with it, with no A. Wait, why can't I change my course? Don't have GSX either. Yeah. I don't know, I heard that GSX was super buggy with it, so there wasn't really
Sydney
much
traffic,
point.
velocity 421, taxiing to runway 34 left.
Oh, he's going 3 for left. I see a conflict brewing. Excuse me, you're gonna do what, Ozflyer? I'd rather you didn't. Oh, I should also change this. Boom. Depart Sydney, arrive Canberra. Sydney traffic, QJet 1509 is taxiing Bravo 2 to the Bravo 2 holding point, runway 16 right, Sydney. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. It doesn't have good, like, building internals, but it has the Qantas stuff, so yeah, it's good enough for me. Right, packs. Auto gen 2 APU off taxi light. Probably should have been clicked a little earlier. Yeah, Mitty, just because you might like listening to me eat starting to cool down, or rather cold palmies, doesn't mean that everyone likes to. Also, I don't know if there is a FlyTampa Tokyo Asia, because I certainly haven't used it. And of course my flaps only went to 205. Okay. Now that guy is also going to Canberra. Cool. But he is going the other way, so we'll see if we can beat him. QNH 1000. Winds are 270 at 16. Temp 23, dew point 07.
Sydney traffic, velocity 421, taking off on runway 34 left.
Alright, there's Bravo, so the holding point's up there. Alright, can we see this guy? I can't see him. Oh wait, yes I can. Just above my mouse. Oh look, this little white inverted shadow. He's also going very fast. Sydney traffic, QJet 1509 is lining up 16 right at Bravo 2, Sydney. Oh, how low you gonna go, mate? This isn't limbo. How long have you been flying MSFS for? Since just before, yeah, December 2020. That's when I got my computer. Okay. Timer landing lights, turn off lights, and position lights are already on strobe. Right. 16 right. So how does Sid on the right at the usual location? Yep, the Intel car park. Alright, 16 right. Cabin crew better already be seated. Seatbelt sign's been on for half an hour. Alright, 40%. Stabilize takeoff thrust is set and achieved. Airspeed's live. Oh, I don't like the new wind engine that they've got in MSFS. Alright, go flaps 2. Alright, keep going. I forgot to turn autopilot on again. Sydney traffic, QJet 1509, passing 2000 on climb, flight level 200, Sydney. You only got it this year? Nice. Yeah, Lena, I forgot to make my announcement. So, either they're in their seats strapped in, or they're down the back. Yeah, pocket rocket. It's like 200 knots at the end of the runway, plus 1,000 feet. Do you have Phoenix or 738? I have all 3 7.3 options at the moment. I do not have the Phoenix 320. Unfortunately. You're a Boeing person? Nope. It was a race between the 7.3 and the 320 for me, and I don't know. I prefer being a PAX on a... Not telling you off, just for the future. Say flight level 200, not flight level 200. Hey, if ATC says it, I'm allowed to say it. And I've heard ATC say it, Mitty, so get stuffed. Oh, Brett Tower just got on. Let's go. Well, there's supposedly ATIS, but there's no ATIS up, so... Right. 10,000 on, off. Off. ATC has said it, I'll let me tell them off too. Yeah, go get it, Mitty. Go do whatever your little rat self does. Because you like rats, I don't know. But yeah, honestly, Mitty, when was the last time that you flew? Ah, also, Elliot, what planes have you flown? I'm not being harsh. It's just a back and forth that MIDI and I have. You're not answering. Oh, come on, MIDI, you can't... Surely you won't just stop flying because there's someone that you don't like that goes there. Yeah. It is just bent. IRL, PA28, Cessna 152, in the sim, 320, Neo 737, 738. Nice. Did you just get the standard MFS then? No, it's because I have to read the whole VFR Visual Flight Rules Guide, which is now taking forever because I can't skim it like I did before. Wow, who'd have thunk it? You have to learn how to do it properly? No way. These wins are not fun. Not fun, not fun at all. The cheapest one, as I had no clue what MFS was like, I used to fly X-Plane on Mac. Obviously, MFS is only Windows. I built a PC, installed Windows, and wow, I was shocked by how good MSFS was. Still am? Yeah, nice. So, what spec computer do you have then, Elliot? Also, this approach, I'm actually going to have to manage my speed correctly, because this could get out of hand very quickly. Oh, that's right, it wants me to sign in. 3070, Ryzen 7 3600, Samsung 980, 1TB, 970, yep. 32 gig of DDR4, and I only just enabled XP. Ours are quite similarly spec'd. Nice. Yeah. I have a 3070 Ryzen 5 5600X. More SSD storage than I'm willing to admit to. So I want a giveaway for a 1TB. I've got 2.5 terabytes across 4 drives. You're getting more FPS than me. I've turned down my settings. I'll show you my settings after the flight. But yeah, I also have 32 gig of RAM. I don't know if I remembered to say that. I may have forgone. Alright, and we are 2 nautical miles from Wollongong. Then we'll go direct RAZZI. Phoenix always makes my GPU get really hot and runs almost full power. Yeah, there was a while just after I got my 3070, because I've had my 3070 for about a year. I had a Radeon 6800 before that. And I guess just because Flight Sim works better with NVIDIA GPUs, I used to always get crash to desktops and blue screens. And yeah, 3070, although My PC was built last November, yeah. Although I, although it's a step down from the Radeon 6800 to the 3070, having the NVIDIA functions was just, yeah, better for it. Alright, back to my chippies and Palmy, which have been sitting here for ages. With mic on for MIDI. It's not even that crunchy. Alright, Canberra. RAZZI 7 Yankee. RNP Yankee. And that one. Cool. Oh, I'm stupid. I cannot stand hearing people eat it. Yeah, okay. I heard the first nom and that's it, yeah. Well, I normally, well, in fact, no, I don't like hearing people eat, but I don't know. I did not think about it like that. My apologies. I was also inadvertently clearing my charts from the Canberra section, not the Sydney section. There we go. Approach RNP Yankee. There we go. And yeah, airport info. So it's RAZZI to Slick, then Slick to Bibru. We've got to be above 5,400 at Bibru. Following that is CBR 441 at or above 5,000 with a max speed of 230. 442 at 5,000. 443 at 4,000. 444 at 3,500. You have to be there by then. Otherwise it's a go around due to terrain. 445 is 3140. 446 is 2820. And minimums is 2,200. Back up we go. It's cool how you connect with so many others via VATSIM. I mean, I found your VATSIM, yeah. Right, wasn't it? You were Scandinavian, was it 5-4 Tango? Something like that, but yeah. Then we were both doing London to Copenhagen. And I was following way too close to you. Scandinavian 164, yeah. All I remember is I was Scandinavian 5-4 Tango. I was way too close to you when you were descending, and I was like, do you want me to do vectors to get around you? Alright, 2,200. Coming up on top of descent, we'll go 130. Yeah, because you missed VNav. How do I remember that? Because I don't do anything with my life. My life is just flight sim and games. Have you ever collided with someone on VATSIM? Yes, but it was while taxiing. Because I, up until recently, had AI traffic on, and I just assumed that it was an AI person, and I went plowing straight through them. And MIDI, you can't count the buses. The buses are naturally spawning. That was the 737. Melbourne Gate 2. No, that was a generic aircraft. That was another one. Fizz, try saving up your money for flight training. Yeah, well, I was supposed to go to university for flight training. No, it sadly wasn't. Yes, it was MIDI. You can go back through my streams. Give me more watch time. Go find it. While also staying here. It pushed back. Oh! This was ages ago. Gate 21. Where in Melbourne has a Gate 21? None of them go that high up. Don't they? YMML. Melbourne charts. I was once at Nice Côte d'Azur. There was these people not announcing taxi or anything. Then they pushed when I announced I was on the taxiway. Never collided, but I made a very angry deviation around them. Yeah. I don't know. I just gave you a number and you parked there. Parking bays. Well, I definitely didn't go to Foxtrot 21. Oh, it was Bravo 21. Yeah, no, I remember that. That was a generic one. I remember that, MIDI. You don't. Oh, it was generic? Yeah. And then they DM'd me on VPilot saying, I don't think you should be going around people. I was fuming. Understandably. Yesterday afternoon, I was flying from Melbourne to Perth. Man, I'm burned out from all this school. It's okay. Asia, it's okay. But yeah, and so there was... Melbourne Approach was online. He's a new guy, because I was sitting there listening to him before I called for clearance. And there was... I think there was a European guy flying in a Cessna. Like, just doing circuits around Sydney, Brisbane. No, I'm probably going to do either back to Canberra and shut down, or maybe do a flight to Melbourne. Asia. But, yeah, so Approach was clearly like a younger dude, probably like 18 or something, on VATSIM. But he didn't seem to have much experience with it. And so he asked the guy in the Cessna if he knew the circuit pattern for Melbourne. And he then talked him through how to fly the most generic circuit ever, and I was like, uh-oh, young 18. Well, I don't know, some of them sound quite old as well. Like, yes, us, yeah, we are old, MIDI. Your point? Anyway, he stepped him through the entire thing, but it was near constant back and forth, and I couldn't ask for clearance or pushback because he was constantly like, alright, now when the airport's 45 degrees behind you, make your base turn. And then he was like, do I need to report my base turn? No, you don't need to report your base turn, only report the final turn. Okay, so report my final turn. Yes. Ask for pushback, I get given pushback. He then calls final, and then there was another guy. We get to the actual part of the story. There was another guy a few gates down from me who also asked for pushback about 30 seconds after me, so after he gave him landing clearance. And then I was like, you've put two of us, there's two of us, with one bay in between us, and you've given both of us clearance to push back. Mind you that he's on an angle, so he has to come towards me before straightening out on the taxi lane. And I'm going back. if you're flying VFR at a busy airport, you need to know the circuit patterns. Did he not say left hand or right hand turns on clearance? No, he was just saying, like, it wasn't busy at the time. There was, like, 2 guys on the ground plus him in the Cessna. So, like, it wasn't busy by any means. But it was just, like, constant talking. But, yeah. Anyway, to summarize more briefly than I already have, he pretty much cleared 2 people close to each other to push back at the same time. And because the QNH is 10 hectopascals down, I'm just going to do it now so that I'm not dropping below 250. Did you get clearance angrily? No. Well, I don't think so. Because he then proceeded to stay on for like close to 4 hours. So I think he was just building time to get closer to center. But yeah. He just kind of seemed, I don't know, excited to be telling someone how to fly. Yeah, it was funny. And a little annoying. Yeah, it was heated at Heathrow yesterday. I wasn't involved, but when I corrected my taxiways, he said, you can't be making mistakes like that. Then he decided to do his PA to passengers on 122.8, and someone else is fuming. I wasn't angry since I had a decent landing. Yeah, nice. Well, when Center was on before and I was doing a previous Sydney to Canberra quick shuttle run, he cleared me, climbed by, what was it? It was QJet 1505, climbed by the SID flight level 200 direct Wollongong. And I accidentally said climb via the SAR flight level 200 direct Wollongong. And someone else snapped at me and was like, I didn't know you could climb via the STAR. I was like, uh-oh. It's like, yeah, because if you're low enough, it's like, oh, so you can. Pain. Brain dead conversations. Okay. 5,400. Landing lights on, and there's the field. If some people joke like that, please no pain for bad joke. Well, it was pain because it was an honest mistake that I didn't realize at the time. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, he said it sarcastically, but I was like, bruh, I clearly didn't mean it, and yeah. I was just annoyed the fact that he had said it. I mean, I can give you an excuse that I've got a cut on my tongue. What if I would have snapped back at you? But I was also thinking, Fizz, it's not worth a ban on VATSIM just to tell someone to shut the F up. I'm a flight Ryanair Birmingham to Dublin. Yeah, still probably be a smoother landing than me. Okay, coming up on slick. So let's do descent, speed 230, execute that, init ref V2 is 122. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter that much, but Fizz made an oopsie and someone other than Mitty called him out on it. Auto brakes 2. We'll go flaps 5, because we're pretty much going to come out of the next turn on a 2-mile final. 348 is the runway heading. Yeah, either way, listen to the control. And he picked up that I said it wrong. And he was like, QJet 1505, AFM, climb, flight level 200. So, yeah. I'm a little confused as to what my speed should be going around the corner. I want 3,500 at... Which one is it? 444. Okay, so it's that one. Alright, we'll go gear down, flaps 15. Okay, yeah, no, I slowed down too early. Oh well. It's all good. Oh, I am too low, never mind. See, climbing via the star. Up yours. Canberra traffic, QJet 1509 is inbound on the RNAV Yankee runway 35, passing 4,500 Canberra. Why does my 737 keep switching to pounds, not kilograms? It's so annoying. Yeah, are you doing, is it like, are you changing liveries? Is that what it is? Let's just go back to VNAV. VNAV is safe. VNAV is a warm hug. Pounds is the norm for my flight planning. Yeah, but most of the world don't use pounds, so yeah. I reckon I could probably get away with doing like 150 to like here and slowing down in future. Like doing like 200, 180, 150, and then like VRF for that last little bit. Yeah, exactly. You fly in Europe, I fly in Australia. Kilograms is the standard. $2,200 is minimum, so set to there. Alright, flaps 30. 0 fuel weight and FMC payload normally matches my F plan. Nice. For weights, do you just enter block fuel and 0 fuel weight? Where do you... Oh, okay, this feels really weird. I am not going towards the runway. Like when I'm doing it... like I'll do what my Simbrief flight plan says in here. Missed approach. No, this is the this is the approach. It's the RNAV Yankee for runway 35. Offset ILS, nah. Whatever. Oh, offset ILS and RNAVs freak me out. Especially when it's like the minimums is before the last turn, and I'm like, wait, what? I mean, that does make sense. But, yeah. Canberra traffic, QJet 1509, turning final runway 35, Canberra. See, IRL Canberra does have a puppies, but I don't know why they're not working in the sim. Like, they just show up as white lights, not even VATSIs. Right. I hate crosswinds. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to do a missed approach and land on runway 30. MIDI, you know about my hate of crosswinds. Continuing. Like, here is where I wish I had rudder pedals. No, we're not gonna make Delta. Damn it. Why didn't I flare? I was flaring. But because I had extra speed, I didn't want to float. Honestly, MIDI, I cannot win with you. Canberra traffic, QJet 1509 vacated runway 35 on Foxtrot. We're going to be taxiing to gate 14 via Bravo, cross runway 30 and Bravo to the bay, Canberra. And now for the long taxi back. Just gotta get a bit more power in there. That was also a negative, too much landing. You fled a bit too, mate. A bit too late, I mean, yeah. Oh, I'd like to see you do it without rudder pedals, Mitty. That FGK, mate, welcome. Canberra traffic, QJet 1509 is on Bravo, crossing runway 30, Canberra. Oh wait, the thing did pop up on my screen. I was just looking back through it. Where are we now? Canberra. Capital dump of Australia. Yeah, we'll go to Bay 13. Oh, we've got a little man. Wait, no, he does want me on this line. There we go. I love this little man. Alright. Are you almost finished stream? Yeah, mate. Almost done. Damn it. Hey. Well, this is as good a plug as any to say if you want to watch my streams on time, subscribe, notification bell, like. I had an assignment to do. It's all good, mate. It's all good. You didn't really miss too much. Let's see what the parking job was. And we are in between the lines. Can I request a route for next stream? You can always request it. I can't guarantee it. See ya, Paul. Hope you've got many a tailwind when you are in the sim. And have a good week. Oh, by the way, upcoming streams as well. Let me just pull it up. Upcoming events. Oh wait, no, that's already happened. Where are we? The 27th. Alright, so there'll be a stream on Saturday. And then Monday will be Spilled Milk Run Monday, where we will be flying Perth to Alice Springs. Should be a good one. The lightnings just took off. Nice. NZ110 A321. That AvGeek. I do not have the A321. Nor do I have a good A320. But anyway. We're going to crash at Perth, CTD? No, I flew into Perth yesterday. No CTD, we're flying out of Perth. Perth to Alice. Alright. I was going to show Elliot my settings. If he's still here. So Elliot, if you're still here, these are my settings. And if you want to, I got all the segues. And if you want to come chat with me sometime, boom, Discord, right there. Got him. Right, everyone. Time MIDI saw nothing. Alright. That's all from me from a very dark Canberra. Poorly lit. I will see you all again very soon. Also go watch Just Aussie. Yeah, go watch Aussie. Bye.